excuse me. Thank the library for giving me the opportunity. It was really fun. I wondered what I was going to do at first because I am probably the most afraid person of all. Paranormal activity things freak me out. I don't do haunted houses because I scream too loud. And so I found one that kind of made me think a little bit about paranormal activity or something. And it was something that I could easily relate to because I am so easily spooked. So I hope you'll enjoy it. I was in my office by myself when I was doing it, so I think I got a little carried away about it sometimes, but I hope you'll enjoy it. It was really fun, and happy Halloween, everybody.
Thank you.
Hello, this is Dr. Woodard over in Marks Hall. I have something I'd like to read to you. It's called 911 Calling by Indiana Jones. This took place when I was about 10 years old. My mom had rather quickly filed for divorce. She only had a part-time job and she made very little money. Finding a place to stay that was affordable and available immediately was tough for us. It's just the two of us. A friend of hers told her that she and her husband had a little mobile home that we could get. It was empty right now and we could rent it practically for free until we figured something else out. I immediately didn't like it. Part of it, I'm sure, is because my parents quickly decided to divorce. My life was turned upside down. But it was just a house. We lived in a mountain town. This mobile home was way up a steep, mile-long driveway. There were beautiful pine trees that surrounded it, but the house itself looked abandoned and somewhat out of place. It had 2 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms, so my brother and I shared a room. Mom took the bedroom with the attached bathroom. It's a very 70s house. Wood paneling, dated fixtures, nothing modern about it. There were also some areas that showed a little bit of strange damage. There were holes in the wall that had been patched up, but they were badly patched. For whatever reason, I had a strange feeling about the hallway bathroom, and I refused to use it. I wouldn't even step into it. It just gave me this strange feeling. My mom never really asked me why I didn't use that bathroom. She didn't question me. She just let me use her bathroom. Anyway, my mom was gone a lot, trying to find jobs. Whatever work she could. So I was home alone after school and on the weekends. Each time I received the 911 call, I was by myself. I was alone. Mama always said, don't answer the door, but answer the phone because it could be me calling. So the phone rang one afternoon. I figured it was going to be Mom. No one had the number. Not yet. There was a woman on the phone. Sounded very concerned. Hello, this is 911. We received your call, but we got disconnected. What is your emergency? The woman said. I immediately got a sick feeling. Told her I didn't call 911, and I didn't. She asked me, is there anybody else there in the house that could have called? I said I was home alone, but I started to get a little worried. Was I really home alone? She said she would dispatch the police and they would come and make sure everything was okay. Well, at that point, I didn't want to be in the house by myself. So I sat outside, nervously waiting. Police showed up about 15 or 20 minutes later. The officer asked me, did I call 911? And I said, no, I didn't. But they claimed I had called 911. The call came from this number. The officer just kind of shrugged it off and said, this kind of thing happens sometimes. They say numbers can get mixed up. Oh, good. But we'll take a look around before we leave. So they walked around the outside of the house and they left. I tried to convince myself that the officer was right. It was a mixed up phone. Somehow the lines got crossed. Things can happen with computers and technology, right? Well, about a month later, the same thing happened. I got another phone call from 911 saying they received a call from this number. I told them again, it's got to be a mistake. I didn't call 911. It wasn't me. Well, the woman on the phone scolded me a little bit, telling me that 911 is not something to play around with. I knew that. She said, you're preventing people from getting help. I would never do that. She didn't dispatch any police this time. Well, again, I didn't really want to be in the house by myself. Could someone be in the house? So I checked. I made sure all the doors were still locked. I don't know why, but I always kept that hall room bathroom door closed when I was there alone. Maybe because of that, I don't know, strange feeling I got from it, but as I was checking the house this time, I knew somebody was in that bathroom. I had that feeling. You know, you get that feeling where you know somebody's there. I was terrified. Part of me wanted to open that bathroom door and check. Maybe just to prove to myself that I was wrong. But I was too scared. So I just sat in the living room, watching the door. It was so quiet in the house after a few minutes. Maybe I was going crazy, but I started hearing faint little sounds coming from inside that bathroom, like a shuffling noise. I asked my mom to check the bathroom when she got home. She looked inside, opened the door. She made me come and look. Everything was fine. It was empty. She said, honey, you're letting your imagination get the best of you. I said, yes, ma'am. Well, the 911 calls happened 3 more times in the next few months. Every time I was home alone. The 4th time, the dispatcher said, if you keep doing this, you are going to face criminal charges. I hung up the phone and I started crying. I didn't do it. I wasn't calling 911. I hung up the phone sobbing. I was scared to death. I felt like somebody was in the house again. But I couldn't call 911. They wouldn't even show up. I felt like the girl that cried wolf, only it wasn't me. Is somebody playing a horrible joke on me? Because this is not funny. I just sat and watched that bathroom door. Again, I heard noises. But this time it was like somebody was dragging their fingers across the door. And I know I heard it. I'm trying to convince myself my mom was right. I was just letting my imagination get the best of me. So I decided to leave the bathroom door open. Maybe I wouldn't get freaked out. And then I got that last 911 call. But this time, when I hung that phone down as quick as I could with the dispatcher, the bathroom door slammed! And it was shut. I ran all the way down the driveway. And I waited until Mom came home. She was kind of angry with me for leaving the house, but she saw that I was upset. I was still shaking. So she said, okay. I didn't want to be alone in that house again. So we worked it out so I could stay later at school or I could go to a friend's house or something until Mom got off work. Well, not long after that last call, we got a notice from the mom's friend who was letting us stay there and said that She was sorry, but she needed to get the house back because her mom needed a place to stay. Thank God. Thank God. I was so grateful we were moving out. I would not miss this place at all. Something's wrong with this house. My mom said, "You are not being so thankful. We've been living here almost for nothing. This has been okay, okay?" Well, we moved around a lot the next few years. I grew older, and I tried to forget about that house. It wasn't until I was a lot older that I really thought about it. I witnessed an accident myself, and I had to call 911. All that fear and the paranoia came back. I was afraid to dial 911, but I had to do something because it was an accident. So I did. And then I decided to do some research. Honestly, I wish I'd never done it. Never. Because a few years before we moved in, a woman was killed in that house where we were living. She had some kind of domestic dispute. But it was days before she was found. She was dead. But she was shut up in that hallway bathroom. That hallway bathroom. I hope you enjoyed my little reading of the 911 calling. Happy October. Happy month of tricks and treats. Stay safe. Stay well.
I'd like to thank you all for attending. Dr. Woodard, would you like to add anything, or would you like to take any questions
If anyone has a question, sure.
or comments? Thanks for reading for us. That was fun.
It was fun doing it.
You did a wonderful job.
Oh, thank you.
I think that you did really well also.
Oh, one of my babies. I love you.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you.
Thank y'all. It was fun.
Okay. Thank you very much, Pam. And y'all join us tomorrow night for Dr. Thorburn and his performance of Edgar Allan Poe. So we'll see you tomorrow night. And then don't forget to come again on Thursday for Booker Daniel and her local stories that we're going to hear about. See you tomorrow.
Yeah. Bye.